Welcome everyone to What's Trending Uncensored Weekly, where we go through the top stories of the week that we thought were interesting, and you get an uncensored look, or I guess vibe, take. Oh my God, input of what we all think about those stories behind the scenes. Like, these are the real conversations we have that aren't as edited, that aren't as scripted, and so there you go.
And we're here. I'm Andy Lawani.
Hi, I'm Casey Spivey.
Yeah, writer, producer, host, Casey Spivey. See, I'm Cheryl Lazar. And so, yeah, we're going to be here weekly doing this. So we hope you enjoy.
Yeah.
Consume. Now, the first topic we have, Casey, what's on our first topic of the agenda?
Okay, so this week was BeautyCon.
Yeah, on Sunday was
last Sunday was BeautyCon, and Priyanka Chopra made some headlines.
Yeah, so this was interesting.
Explain to me, because I don't know.
BeautyCon's been going around for years. It's really blown up. I really respect Moj, who's the founder of it. She's a badass founder, female. They've done amazing work because BeautyCon started out as just like a beauty convention, and they had their beauty makeup boxes, like subscription. They've made it into like a really cultural touchstone, right?
It happens in New York City, happens in LA, and then they have BeautyCon pop-ups, which are the museum activations that are city to city, and they've been going through.
But like what they've really done differently is, one, they really focused on diversity and inclusion and having really amazing conversations. And the guests they've had recently are crazy. Like, what did Cardi B
French
do
Montana
once?
was here this past year. Last year was Kim Kardashian. They had Kehlani here. Megan Thee Stallion was also here. And Priyanka Chopra, which I saw literally like the back of her head, and I was like, "That's Beyonce's mom was here this year."
Hello, Tia Knowles. So yeah, you were there.
Yes.
What was it like?
I don't like BeautyCon anymore.
Why?
OT.
See, like, I actually think they've evolved and it's gotten so much better.
So big, and it's like hard to control the talent, and I feel like it's just anybody's going anymore. I mean,
attending. Well, yeah, it should be more.
No, so like all the talent going, I just feel like it's kind of hard to balance who's coming in and out, and then the opportunities that we all used to experience as BeautyCon. Obviously, there's more bigger talent coming. It's just hard because you don't feel as appreciated coming from like when day one started of BeautyCon.
Well, that's always like the growing pains of things growing up, and I think that if you look at it from that perspective, I could see what you're saying. But if you take a step back and you say like, wow, as a company, like seeing how big it's gotten, and like if that was your company, like, man, if I was running BeautyCon and all these people were coming and I was making headlines and trending, I'd be like, God, I'm really doing some amazing stuff. Right. But let's go back to this Priyanka Chopra clip, because she was on stage doing an interview, and what happened? Someone that was in the audience, they were doing a Q&A.
Yes.
And she was Pakistani, and Priyanka's obviously from India.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of tensions between Pakistan and India.
There are.
Where are you?
I'm half Indian.
Okay, so you know about this.
I don't know what happened.
No, but you know about
I know about the tensions, and like obviously within the last hundreds of years, India and the land they've owned has split. The tensions, like I'm Sindhi, so like that land of like Eastern Indian people doesn't really exist anymore. It's Pakistani now. So Pakistan owns that border of what used to be India. So there's territory wars sometimes. Quote me if I'm wrong, or speak on something if I'm wrong, but there have been tensions with the two.
Wow. Okay, so then this is a great clip to watch. Okay, so this is
this off somebody's phone or just like a random?
This is like from the.
There you go.
Hi, Priyanka.
Hi, what's your name?
Aisha.
Hi, Aisha.
So, it was kind of hard hearing you talk about humanity because as your neighbor, a Pakistani, I know you're a bit of a hypocrite because you tweeted on February 26th, Jai Hind, #Indian Armed Forces.
She went there.
You are a UNICEF ambassador for peace, and you're encouraging nuclear war against Pakistan. There's no winner in this. As a Pakistani, millions of people like me have supported you in your business of Bollywood, and you want nuclear war.
This is where it gets.
Whenever you're done venting. Got it? There you go.
Is that it?
No, she continues. Then it continues. Wait.
So, I have many friends. Thanks, girls. I have many friends from Pakistan, and I am from India, and war is not something that I'm really fond of, but I am patriotic. So I'm sorry that if I hurt sentiments to people who do love me and have loved me, but I think that all of us have a sort of middle ground that we all have to walk, just like you probably do as well. The way you came at me right now,
India as much
bro,
as I
don't
love
yell. We're all
Pakistan.
here for love.
No.
Don't
You can't be
yell.
a hypocrite.
So
Don't
wh-
embarrass
Whatever.
yourself.
So there's so many layers to this. One,
There are a lot of layers.
One, it's a beyond a complicated issue. She obviously didn't see this coming, and BeautyCon's probably going to change how they do Q&As from now on. They're definitely going to filter Q&As. You saw the security like rip the mic from her. But then also, it's people were mad at how Priyanka reacted, responded. Like maybe. Could she have responded better? Because the fact that she's a girl, oh yeah, you're venting, you're screaming, you're yelling.
Yeah.
She could have just said, hey, what you're saying is really meaningful and deep. I don't think this is the right setting to have the conversation, but I'm gonna get your info and we're gonna bring you backstage to have a conversation. I feel like that would have been so respectful. But then it was like she didn't want to fully answer it. She knew she was being called out. It was embarrassing.
Has this gone viral or?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
60,000 likes, 14,000 retweets. Twitter's doing real cute on this. Oh, sorry, 37,000 retweets, 109.
Like almost 4 million views, yeah. So what do you think about this? As someone who is half Indian.
I mean, I know there are tensions. I'm not as educated as the next person about like Indian culture. And growing up, I grew up with my mom who was white, and so for me in the past few years, I've been more educated as people of my family have passed and like what happens in India and like the cultures and customs we have. I know that definitely like there are different ways that Indian customs carry themselves versus Pakistani
But like, what
customs.
about how she reacted?
I think that was really hard. I think it was like, obviously I have Indian pride as well. And I think when people have pride for their countries, and these are two countries that have been going at it for years and years, that can also come off as like, you don't appreciate my country. If you have pride for yours, why don't you have pride for the ones around? And I think that could have been like the first root of this entire like commotion at BeautyCon, because she's like India pride, like I have that, of course, and you know
Well, she
what
could
we
have just said,
post-
I have pride for where I'm from, but I apologize you're seeing it that way. I'm happy to talk about it because it's something that is really deep and complex. Like the fact that she was just like, girl, you're embarrassing yourself, girl.
Well, I think that response comes from how a question is asked or an accusation is made. I think this person immediately put Priyanka on the defensive.
Oh yeah.
It's intent
And
versus
it was
impact, yeah.
right. It was intentional because you're trying to make a point. But if you're really trying to make conversation and affect people's opinions about things or get an apology from somebody, that kind of framing isn't helpful. It just makes it go viral. So I think that Priyanka probably wasn't prepared.
But also,
to
she didn't do it.
something.
She didn't do it with the right intentions. You think
Well, I'm sure her
this
intentions were
person,
fine.
Aisha?
Yeah, I don't disagree with what she's bringing up. I think
yeah.
it's a totally valid thing to
Yeah.
bring up.
It's
I
not
think
always brought up in this
that
conversation either.
right. I think that maybe celebrities or people who are in that position should be prepared to not take a defensive because they know that this is going to go viral. They should be prepared to be like, okay, I know that this clip of what I'm going to do right now is going to go viral now, so I got to be aware of how I'm answering this for the people who are listening that aren't in this room.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Big.
Yeah,
stuff.
that was a big one. This will shift now. BeautyCon, one, it makes it a very newsworthy place, which will work for them. At the same time, I think, as you've said, it's changed so much. Well, guess what? Because of something like this, it's going to completely change security with the screening of questions.
The talent that may come and the things they
Yeah,
participate in.
Totally.
All right. BeautyCon. Wow. Keep doing your thing. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
So, speaking of events that were this weekend, we had the David Dobrik hosting. What was it?
Teen Choice Awards.
Teen
Yeah,
Awards.
it was on Sunday.
Okay.
It was on Sunday. It was a big weekend last weekend, and what I think is really cool is that was the first time the TCAs had a host from the digital social media world.
Yeah.
They've started to embrace this space more and nominate. They have the social media star nomination or prize or award, whatever. But to have someone like David Dobrik actually host, whereas I think they've had pretty legit big traditional talent hosts.
Yeah. I remember Dave The Rock Johnson hosted a lot of things. and then like Vin
Dwayne.
Diesel.
I said Dave.
Dwayne the Rock
Sorry.
Johnson. Dwayne Johnson, Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Yeah,
Vin Diesel, I think hosted at
they've
one
had,
point.
like a lot of big people. So I feel like that shows a huge shift where it's not just like, oh, we're gonna have this separate placeholder for digital social. It's like all coming together. And then they had what are those 3 little boys? They call them.
Why don't we? No.
You might have to bleep this, boys. Jacob Sartorius.
Oh yeah, they had Jacob Sartorius.
Those 3. I
and
hate saying
Hayden
that because
Summerall.
they're very young. I've heard people, and it's weird because I'm older, so it's like I'm like calling, but like I've heard that's like a thing that they're called because they're always like with their shirt off, and it's like it's like when I grew up with Hanson and Backstreet Boys and NSYNC.
Yeah.
Like those are my boys. Like if you're a teen, those are your guys.
There's teen
Right.
social
Social media.
tendencies
Anyway.
they have.
Yeah.
So David Dobrik blowing up on his own, and we know Liza Koshy's killing it with
Right.
like Nickelodeon and all that. Now David Dobrik is on this other Nickelodeon show,
Well, actually,
hosting Teen Choice.
If you saw David's house tour he did with Architectural Digest, he had all of his awards on a wall, and he went through and he's like, "This is my favorite award. It's my Kids' Choice Award." And I watched Kids' Choice when I was a kid, and he's like, I loved like being able to be with
Nickelodeon.
everybody. He loves Nickelodeon.
Yeah, and Josh Peck.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
Josh
all
presented him
of
with the
that.
award.
Yeah.
You know, I must say, and I've met David. I've hung out with him kind of in passing through like at events or like smaller social situations, and always a nice guy.
Yeah.
Always like, and I'm saying that for real. Like some people you might be like, oh yeah, behind the scenes. No, a stand-up guy.
Yeah.
And says that he sees me on gas stations.
Yeah.
Kidding me? He was like, I saw you at a gas station.
I had that before. I had a friend who's like, "Why are you at a gas station?" I was like, is this a good thing or a bad
If
thing
you've
in my
seen
life?
us at the gas station, just leave a comment below.
Yeah, take a photo, tag
Pump your
us.
gas. Maybe I'll pay for your gas next time if you tweet it.
Pay for our gas, please.
Well, it is interesting because there are, Tana Mojo, Shane Dawson, they have come out before saying, Teen Choice Awards are rigged.
Are they? Because I think I have a couple
Obviously.
friends.
Are you out of your mind?
I
It's
lost
not
my
like the Oscars where there's like a judging panel
Well,
or the Emmys.
Yeah. I was gonna say some people have posted like screenshots of like the polls or like people who said they voted and like it's
No offense, it's an
odd.
entertainment program. It's all rigged. Get
It's
over
all-
it. You like once again,
Yeah,
if you want to join, even Oscars and Emmys, you could say people say it's rigged.
I have a
in
hard
terms
time trusting entertainment because I don't know if it's like the real deal or if it's smoke and mirrors. And
Right.
of, in terms of the voting, if it was like people's.
Well, so they
choice.
say-
This is Teen Choice Awards.
Well, like when Tana Mojo was up for an award, she has this whole video where she talks about, she like called them and she was like, hey, I'm not brand friendly. I'm really,
I love how she got a sponsor on that video too. Use code Tana for boutique.com.
But she
Boutique, sorry.
but she was very like, hey, don't let me promote this and get my fans to vote for me unless, I'm going to be eligible to be on this. And they were like, yeah. And then so she was like the second top voted person, and
Yeah.
they didn't include her because she's not brand friendly. So, it's like it's not really voted by the fans.
Or
per
just
se,
say
but
that
it's
there's
like-
prerequisites. They
Yeah.
can't, like, if you're gonna then be pick and choose
Yeah.
and filter it, then they should, and they probably have something in fine print somewhere where it's like,
Oh, yeah.
they probably have something that's like this tiny that says, in the end, we get to choose because it's a TV show.
Right. And we have to make it brand safe for our kids because there's a bunch of
Yeah.
kids watching. So
Right.
it's like we can't take on the liability of someone coming and doing something that's not okay for our.
Guess what? Guess where you can win? The Streamy Awards. Big and legit.
Coming up.
Coming up.
Submission deadline was today.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, we should maybe submit.
Well,
We should
well.
submit.
other things in the news. What's happening?
Okay, speaking of David,
Ooh.
What?
Olivia.
I know where we're going with this.
Olivia Jade.
So Olivia Jade is Lori Laughlin's daughter. Of course, the college scandal,
Stop. I
where
love Full House.
parents did ridiculous things to get their kids into college, ridiculous illegal things. And Lori Laughlin, is she in jail now? I know they all
No,
pleaded
she
guilty or
was.
something.
No, she's not
She
guilty.
didn't plead guilty. Come
She's
on,
pleading not guilty.
that will hang on her shoulders forever.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lose you out of the frame. Come in a little bit.
Are we like? Am I not in
There you go.
You're scooting
You
out.
keep
I'm like-
scooting out.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so that happened. Olivia Jade, if you don't know who she is, she hangs out with David Dobrik a ton, which is like very interesting to me because I wonder what a lot of people online or like in the digital sphere have been inputting, because she is also a YouTuber and she has been posting videos online. She does make quite a bit of money from some things that she shows on her brands, or some things that obviously audiences not all can afford what she posts as like a lifestyle haul. But she's been around the YouTube scene for quite some time, and so with all this, she was, caught in this as well.
Yeah, I think it's because a lot of people were busted for this, but it's because of Lori, and her daughter is a YouTuber.
And her daughter has posted many times how she's not about college.
This just made it so...
It made it very hard for the situation.
Ironic, hard, and then also showed just so much privilege of like this opportunity being given to you, and like in the end, what I would say like a privileged white chick would think about the situation, and like how people fight to get into college, have so much debt accrued to have an education, and yet she's being given it on a silver platter, and to not appreciate or have gratitude for it. It's just kind of like...
Yeah, well, I mean, to make it a little worse.
And she's been off social media for a bit, so when the whole thing happened, she probably like stopped for a moment, and she's not... They're dealing with this whole scandal still.
She's on a hiatus on school right now. That's right, I believe.
So she was, according to people close to her or whatever, that she was gonna not be on social media for a year, which is pretty healthy.
I did the same thing, but you know what?
But like, you're going through that. The media is following you at every point. There's liabilities. I mean, you're in a major legal crisis right now.
Yeah, I mean, she is not involved legally.
It's her mom.
It's her
and
parents.
her dad, right? Yeah.
And she says she had nothing to know about it as well.
Which could be true.
Could be.
Felicity said that her daughter had no idea. Yeah.
That's so crazy.
So she posted this. So she posted a happy birthday, mom, to kind of like say...
Slow clap, getting ready for it.
She said happy birthday, mom.
Yeah.
And then she posted this photo.
How long ago what was the difference in time between the birthday and then this photo?
A week or so. Let's see. July 29th. I know. And then
this.
She's wearing like a long t-shirt. Does she have anything under it? It's like a sexy...
Yeah, it's like little shorts.
Okay.
So she straight up tagged Daily Mail, Star Magazine, People, Perez / every other media outlet, which is like us. But she is basically saying F you to us.
She had the middle finger, yeah.
Yeah.
Both of them.
So a lot of people were like Tana was like, oh my gosh, I'm speechless. Like all these people were like, yes, go off queen,
Gabby,
blah, 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 blah. Yeah, all these.
Missed you, Tila Dunn.
All her influencer friends are like, yes, get it, like clap back.
And it's like, at a certain point, take responsibility for what's going on and realize the implications of what you're part of, even if it's impacting you. Like, and you're like, I didn't know, why is this happening to me? Like,
it's hard.
It's bigger than you, and like you can't expect the media not to cover it.
Well, also, it's not like you're a private citizen that the media is now after. That's another thing. There's tons of other kids that are at the center of this, but they're private citizens. She's a public figure. She made a YouTube channel. She wants to be famous.
She wants to be famous when it works to her.
Yeah.
That's like anything. You want to be famous when it works to you.
You want to be in the media when it's on your turn.
If you make yourself a public figure, the media gets to cover you. That's it. Like,
good, bad, and ugly.
Good, bad, and ugly. And like, sorry, like you wanted that. And guess what? It's actually helped you a lot because not a lot of people knew who you were before.
Yeah, so I think she just should not have posted anything.
No.
It's just like you're putting fuel on the fire.
Stoking
I'm also
the fire.
concerned about these people who are posting like, yes, get it, anything else. I don't realize if everybody understands how big the scenarios are.
Yeah.
And like, obviously you take your sides and you know people very well. But
this is not just a Hollywood story. This has huge repercussions to a system that's been around for decades, and that's something that's very systemic.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's like you need to get out of your bubble and see the bigger picture here.
Yeah. I'm very concerned too because as someone who's paid for college and has much debt to his name, it's hard. It makes me very frustrated when people are, working through high school and trying to get in a place that they really like. Obviously, like rejection's hard, but it happens.
Yeah.
And
So Felicity pleaded guilty. Lori and her husband are pleading innocent. So Felicity
Now I have more respect for her that she pleaded guilty and actually just
listen to what
stepped
she said. She said, "I'm in full acceptance of my guilt with deep regret and shame. I am ashamed of the pain I caused my daughter, my family, my colleagues, and the educational community. I want to apologize to them, and especially I want to apologize to the students who work hard every day to get into college, and to their parents who make tremendous sacrifices to support their children and do so honestly."
Yep.
That is
That's
the
the way you
response.
do it. That is the way you do it.
That is the
Not
response.
trying to escape it or say F you to everyone
Yeah.
who's making my life so difficult because of a situation legitimately that's effed up.
I haven't heard anything about
Don't
her
be a
daughter.
victim. That's the thing
Yeah.
is, Olivia Jade is acting like a victim in a situation that, like, yes, she didn't know that she was going to go through, and I get it. It like came out of nowhere, and it's like, I wish this didn't happen to me, but she needs to get out of the mentality because no one feels bad for her. One, she didn't like school. She is part of, once again, a very privileged situation. Until she gets that, people are going to hate on her.
Yeah. No,
that's the tea.
That's it.
Damn.
Yeah, so that's that. So we'll see how that all shapes out, you know,
Some
over
other
the next
hate
few
we
Will
weeks.
can
she ever
transition
get
to.
any deals, by the way, again? Or
Oh.
did you think she...
Yeah, absolutely. Sure.
Absolutely.
She's working again?
Absolutely. She
I mean,
will.
she will
Because
totally
it wasn't
be
her
fine.
problem, it was her mom's issue.
Yes, and now that she's gotten so much attention, of course
She has
she'll
a
get
name.
other
She has a
deals.
name that carries weight.
Yeah. How many YouTubers have gone through scandals in and out and they still make money?
This is a pretty big
I can name 5.
Yeah,
I can name
that's true.
Speaking of scandals
Just
on
go
YouTube.
through our YouTube channel.
Literally.
See all the scandals.
Yeah, playlist at the end of this video. So YouTube is also in a huge scandal. YouTube is being sued by I think 5 channels, LGBTQ plus channels, that are saying that YouTube discriminates against the LGBTQ community because their content is flagged as inappropriate, sexually explicit, and get demonetized even if there's no sexual content in it. It's just saying LGBTQ. The irony is that I can't put this headline in the title of our video because our video would get demonetized.
Yeah. And I do know some of these people who actually have filed these complaints. So.
Yeah. You
well,
do?
Brie and Chrissy has always been a great friend of What's Trending and mine, and I actually had them on my radio show.
Yeah.
On Channel Q Radio. It's called Let's Go There Daily, 4 to 7 p.m. Pacific, 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern. Link below. But no, we had them on, and listen, this isn't the first time we hear this. To give people some context, and you might know this if you're into YouTube and you're obviously here, there was a whole adpocalypse where it came out that YouTube was putting their ads against extremist videos or inappropriate videos. Now, because of that, YouTube became very anal and restrictive about where their ads were going.
Yeah.
And so when you're an advertiser, it goes, oh, do you want your content in front of this type of content, that type of G-rated, PG, blah, 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 what it might mean. They grouped LGBTQ content into this, like, inappropriate content
It's
bucket.
hard because the
Yeah.
parental controls on there, you can go on through YouTube and you say, I want safety for my child.
Yeah.
And so when people turn it on for their children, if you're a parent who's very suspecting your child may get into something that's harmful, it blocks LGBT content. Not only videos, but entire channels have gone away, including people like Mark and Ethan, who complained about this before. And I know a lot of friends who've just been like,
Yeah.
I can't make money because I don't reach audiences. And sometimes people have also speculated that their channel reach also is diminished.
Yeah, and the thing is, these videos are not sexual. Just because you have a coming out video or you're talking about your sexuality or being LGBTQ+, the fact that they're grouping it into this inappropriate R-rated world is in itself discrimination, because it's censorship of content that is not the content that you think it is, and you're once again diminishing voices of a specific group of people.
Right.
And some of this content is educational and is important to be seen, and so it's frustrating. It's frustrating that YouTube has known about this, that it was happening. It's been the past few years, there's been articles about it, it's been flagged by a lot of the stars and YouTubers, and the fact that they still did nothing and they let the algorithm, do its thing, which is always their excuse. Have a specific group of people, your Google, have a group of people that are handling this case by case. If you can't get your freaking algorithm to figure it out, then put some effort and some human, like a human aspect to it.
Look at her.
Like make it more human. We just keep relying on technology, and guess what? Technology is not going to work, even though you have enough money to make it work.
Yeah.
Freaking like get some human hands and minds on this thing to make a change. Like I don't get, and guess what? Because they didn't make a change, you get a class action lawsuit.
Yeah,
because you didn't think any of these YouTubers were going to do anything. You thought they were going to sit around and just think it's okay and that you can get away with it, and you can't.
Yeah.
This is livelihoods at stake. This is also like financial income of people who rely on revenue from online sources to get money. It's a lot of stuff that's factored into it.
Yeah, but it also is, and I'm not a member, I'm an ally, but...
I'm real gay.
But it's like, so, but the whole thing is, it's scary because it's a space that's supposed to be democratic, and I know a lot of conservatives even might say like, oh, well, you can censor us, like the conspiracy theorists, blah, 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 like all that. But let me tell you, that's because you're spewing hate and misleading information. There's a difference between that and you sharing parts of you that are not inappropriate just because it's an other.
Yeah.
It's an identity, not,
Like, what are you?
yeah.
So,
It's really, as a producer, it's really, really hard for me because I can't cover these YouTubers talking about anything LGBTQ+. I can't put anything in the title that alludes to it, and it's really frustrating for me because I want to be able to highlight different things, I want to be able to highlight Pride Month, but I can't.
mean, obviously, and in the end, we end up, if we do it, we'll do it because we think it's important, knowing that we won't make money from it, which is fine. It's not like we're trying to profit, but like, and this is not important. This isn't just like we want to do a prank video or do a stunt or do something like wacky and crazy, and you're like, oh, you're really getting in on something that we really enjoy. Like, we want to cover important issues. And
like, I would love to be able to say, so-and-so came out and fans are supporting or whatever, or fans are sending, or
I'd like to even post on my own channel about these things.
Yeah, so what do you think, Lindsay? As a member of the community, I want to hear. We've gone off. We've gone off. What do you think?
My white women who are always here with me, it has been so frustrating because like I can't post the things I want to, and I've had videos that like are on my channel that have personally like gone away at times. When they first introduced this, like I had a couple of my videos flagged, and I was like, okay, cool. Just having a discussion with my mom and my brother about like when I was coming out, like when I was in high school. It's just like difficult when you see like something you also A, worked hard on, B, you have a lot of positive feedback on, and C, that something that can make a difference in somebody's life. It goes away. And like I started my YouTube channel as like so I can see my memories of growing up. Most of my memories aren't going to be able to reach by people like me or people who are my friends because they're like, oh my god, remember that time we went to this one place and it's on your YouTube channel? It might be gone because it has something that was gay in the video or was brought up of that term. So it's hard.
That's so interesting.
Do you think they're going to win, and do you think that YouTube has any way to defend themselves? Like, what do you think about this lawsuit?
YouTube is probably going to hire 2 or 3 people who are going to go case by case basis, who are going to go through these channels, which will take time and money, but it's going to be slow, dragged on for quite some time, I feel like.
Well, it's tough now because YouTube is now no longer like just a social site. It is a business, and it is allowing people to make money. So there's people unionizing now. I mean, they're a company that employs people now, so they have to start acting like it and be like, oh, we're just a hosting platform.
Well, yeah, there was the big issue where there was someone that was like a conservative personality that called out this, was it on Vox? This Vox. A Vox reporter, and he said this channel should be flagged because they say things.
And they were coming after him in all the comments.
And also about specifically being gay, and they wouldn't do anything to the channel.
He's from Washington, D.C., where I'm from, and I used to watch.
And people they wanted, and a lot of people, not just YouTubers, but people that were like employees who are in the LGBTQ plus community said like, even we're going to protest. They were protesting the company too, and Google, for not taking a stand against these channels that promote hate speech. And these individuals that do. And
Carlos, that's what it was.
Yeah,
that's Carlos is his name.
And so this isn't the first time. And so if this isn't a sign to YouTube that they need to step it up, and this isn't just people complaining and being sensitive, this is a huge issue.
It's also allowing harassment of people who can go on other people's videos and say, like, obviously videos that have like discriminatory of like LGBT content, it doesn't block people who are putting hate on people's videos. Say, for example, you do post about lifestyle content and you are gay and you don't bring it up on your channel whatsoever now. People still can have the power to put hate comments about like being LGBT and calling you a faggot, and those kind of things are rough.
Yeah, and they don't do anything to monitor that.
Not as much.
Finally,
not as much I know.
Are you happy they did this? And do you?
No,
Are you happy that like they did a lawsuit?
I'm interested to see where it goes. I don't know what's gonna happen. So
I feel like they reached out to a lot of other people. Like
I didn't know I didn't know they made a lawsuit. I had no idea.
It's Brett Summers, Lindsay Amer, Chris Knight, Celso Dulay, Cameron
Stiehl, Chrissy Chambers, and Chase Ross.
Yeah, so it's interesting because they were working on this supposedly for a year and a half, and I wonder if they did reach out to big ones like the Tyler Oakleys and the Joey Graceffa, and
I think some people are also afraid to bite the hand that feeds them.
Oh yeah.
So don't know.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll keep you updated on that story. But we
thank you for watching our supercharged debate of a lot of topics we feel very passionate about, and we think we have discussions about behind the scenes.
That we may or may not be able to cover normally.
Yeah,
I think this is fun.
or typically you see a more edited version. So once again, this is What's Trending Uncensored Weekly. Let us know what you think about all the stories we covered in the comments below, and what you think about this new experiment we're doing.
Yeah, and if you guys have ideas or topics that you want us to talk about uncensored, let us know in the comments. Reach out to us on Instagram, Twitter.
What's Trending everywhere. We're easy to find.
Really easy to find. Facebook. Be sure to follow us, keep up to date with all the things we're talking about, and let us know. Also, we'll highlight some comments from our favorite comments.
We're going to start calling out the commenters, and you know who you are. So be sure throughout the week to be commenting on our videos as well as on this video, so we can bring you up as commenter of the week or someone that
favorite comment.
What's Trending fan
highlight
commenter.
Something I just saw and you stuck out, girl.
This is what happens when you don't have a script. We just have no idea what we're saying. Okay, have a great weekend, you guys. Bye.
Bye.